Hey everyone, it's Kira here, and I'm going to be showing you how to use the new Advanced Text Animator keyframe on Funimate. So I'm going to show you how it's used and what it can do. So the first thing you have to do is create a text layer of your choice. Now the keyframe caters to different letters, words, and sentences/lines. So I will show you what I mean by that. So when you click on it, if you scroll just a little bit further, the animation can be based on characters, words, and lines. So characters being the A symbol, KYRI, so they'll all move separately. Words, because this is one word, there's no space between another, it will just move as a whole. Lines is used when there are multiple lines. So say there was something here, 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 it will move each line at a time. So I will get back to these ones. I will just begin with the range unit. So this basically talks about whether you would like a percentage. So you can see the keyframe starts from 0 and goes to 100, or whether you like using index, which is basically more of a range. I think it's up to 1000 to -10. So it's very similar to the scale, and the rotation in the transform keyframes works the exact same. You can click and choose the amount you would like. For now, I'm just going to keep it on percentage. So I'm going to get back to these, but these basically create all of the transitions. So the first step is position Y and position X. They move basically what you've selected. So mine's just selected on word, so it just moves that around to actually create movement. There is also rotation type, so you can do either 2D, or if you'd like, you can also do 3D. Play around with it as you like, create all these different text explosions, all up to you. Scale X, and there is scale Y, so it basically shrinks and expands it, so squashes it in a way, which is pretty cool. Also skew, just works like the regular skew keyframe. And there is skew axis, so you can change how you would like it to skew on angles, play around with it as much as you'd like. Opacity just works like regular. You can also apply a fill color, just like a normal text, which then you can also change the hue. So let's just do a blue as an example. Hue, which does like a saturation, fill saturation, so you can move from a white to the actual color, the brightness, the opacity, and that is the fill. Then there is also border color, so if you would like to add a border, same thing goes. Saturation, brightness, opacity. Then there is also tracking anchor and tracking offset. Tracking is the space between letters, so you can kind of position it how you like, so it tracks from the letters you choose. There is motion blur for transitions, depending if you want it to move or not. And there is also line spacing, which is the spacing between lines like below. So that would work best with words and lines. Now going all the way back at the top, we have start and end. So that's where you create the transition. So say you want it to start here, expand out, just with a quick mid-graph. That's how you create the transitions. And also similar with end, it's how you want to finish the transition. If you want it to go back to a normal position, or whether you want it to fade out, go back to the same, all up to you and your creativity. There's also offset, which also changes amount, which is how much it actually moves. So when it's increased, the more it happens, less, very minimal. There's all these different shapes that you can make things position, all then again for you to play around with and test it out yourselves. Then there's also ease low. So I'm going to quickly create a very small transition. Let's go to words, amount, do a little position X. I'll just explain it as well. So ease is basically what ease low is. So when you use ease low, it goes from a slow speed to a high speed. And when you do ease high, it goes from a fast to a slow, just like the graphs. So I'm just going to give an example. Ease low is sort of like this. And then ease high, I'll just show it on this one, is a little bit like that. So it starts off fast and goes slow without using graphs. And then the last one is randomized order. This one is used best for letters, characters, because it randomizes the letters. So the Y could come up first, then the I, then the at. Basically randomizes how the keyframes and the letters pop up, whether it's a fade, square ramp up, opacity, color, 3D, 2D. It's all up to you and how you use your creativity. So I hope this was very helpful. There are endless options, transitions, keyframes that you can do. So enjoy it, and we can't wait to see what you can create. Thanks for watching.